Good evening and welcome to Crawford Stadium, where tonight we have the 9-5 North Penn Knights taking on the 6-7 Bensalem Owls. Let's head over to my partner Greg Leffler for the starting lineups.
Okay, the starting lineup for tonight for the Knights is number 2, Mark McGee. Number 3, Josh Sins. Number 7, Greg Darian. Number 8, Jeremy Fleming. Number 9, Ryan Horst. Number 10, Rich Ziegler. Number 11, Eric Lapotin. Number 12, Mike Clay. Number 13, Kevin Murphy. Number 20, Anthony Santiago. And in goal for tonight is Matt Aubin. Starting lineup for the Bensalem Owls. Number 11, Frank O'Neill. Number 17, Stephen Hare. Number 18, Kevin Lyons. Number 9, Chris McFadden. Number 13, Seth Cooper. Number 20, Joe Kirby. Number 10, Francisco Hernandez. Number 16, Ed Gallm. Number 12, Joe Morris. Number 14, John Kovalik. And in goal for the Owls is Dan Griscom.
All right, as I failed to announce my opening statement, I am Zach Sizwick, here with Greg Leffler, ready to announce tonight's game, which should be a pretty good game for the Knights. Greg, what do you think?
I think it'll be a pretty good game. The Knights coming off a pretty tough loss to Council Rock a couple days ago. This could be a challenge for them.
Bensalem not too strong, so we'll see what North Penn can produce. As we get set for the starting tap-off, Mike Clay and Rich Ziegler tap it off.
Rich Ziegler pushes it up towards Bensalem end, but over the far touchline. Throw in for Bensalem, gathered by Anthony Santiago. Push it over to Jeremy Fleming, gets pushed off the ball. Free kick for Bensalem. There's your kick, comes right to Kevin Murphy. Pushes it up for Rich Ziegler, breaks down the far touchline.
In the center to Kevin Murphy, pushed it forward. Offside's called. It looks like Greg Darian on the left side went ahead before the ball was ahead.
Number 18, Kevin Lyons, taking that kick for Bensalem. Comes up, Anthony Santiago fighting for the ball.
Eric Lapotin clears out the right side. Kevin Murphy's on the far touchline, tries to keep it in.
Kicked out by North Penn. Bensalem throwing. Throw in. Throw in for the Knights. Ball comes up to Kevin Murphy, breaking down the far touchline. Blows by a Bensalem defender. Crosses.
Look at the center. Mark McGee settles, takes a shot off, goes wide. Six-yarder for goalie Dan Griscom.
Ball comes out to Mike Clay off the 6-yard. Tries to break up center, but it's repelled by Bensalem. Kicked up the far touchline to Anthony Santiago. Played out by Eric Lapotin. Rich Ziegler breaking up for that one. Bensalem pushes it over the far touchline. Ball comes to Greg Darian in the middle. Bensalem clears over the near touchline. Ball comes up near the Bensalem end. 6-yard for Bensalem. Kevin Lyons taking that kick again for Bensalem.
Mark McGee trying to clear it upfield. Deflected.
Bensalem Owls keep it in. Try to get by number 8, Jeremy Fleming on the far side, but can't. Monster kick by Eric Lapotin to clear it out of Knight's end.
Kept in by Kevin Murphy. Rich Ziegler coming on hard.
He's getting hacked at. Wants a penalty, but it's 6 yard for Bensalem. Kevin Lyons again for the Owls. Nice kick. About up to the 45-yard line. Headed in by the Knights. Bensalem throwing. Jeremy Fleming chips it over to Greg Dadarian. Stays on sides. Takes a shot over the goal. Another Bensalem 6 yards. Six-yard comes up the middle, headed out by Jeremy Fleming. Excuse me, Ryan Horst.
I'll go. Can I bring my clubs?
Josh Shins heads it out.
Another head out by Josh Shins. Bensalem throwing near the Knights 18. Misplay by Bensalem, recovered by another Bensalem player. Mike Clay hits it up to Ryan Horst on the near touchline. Greg Dadarian leading one for Rich Ziegler.
Not enough as Bensalem gets there and clears it.
Ryan Horst will take the throw in. Throw in to Rich Ziegler. Rich Ziegler hits it straight to the goalie. Dan Grissom comes up with a save. Low, short punt. Kept in by Anthony Santiago. Josh Sins getting pushed off the ball. Knights kick. Eric Lapotin's kick here. Spirals into Rich Ziegler. Heads it.
Nice header into Greg Dadarian. Ooh.
Shot just wide.
Good job of Rich Ziegler able to deflecting that ball ahead, but Greg Dadarian couldn't quite get the shot off.
It's a tough angle. Kept in by Jeremy Fleming. Headed out by Bensalem.
Josh Sin running hard. Gets it and turns it back upfield. Out of bounds on the right side, though.
Thrown in up for Rich Ziegler. Going past Bensalem player. Shot wide.
Rips the rocket just wide. Ziegler being pursued by 3 Bensalem defenders.
Just couldn't get that shot on net there. Kick is low. Mike Clay jumping for the header. Just missed it. Ball comes all the way back to Bensalem goalkeeper Dan Griscom.
If Bensalem knows Ziegler's ability, they'll definitely going to want to contain him tonight.
It'll be a hard job for him, though. Bensalem kick for penalty by number 12, Mike Clay.
Push down the right side, Anthony Santiago Turns it. Pushes it up to Clay. Can't quite get there. Maintains possession, though.
Down in front.
Rich Ziegler couldn't quite get to that ball as the goalkeeper kicked it away. Ball comes to Ryan Horst on the near side. Offsides on the Knights. Kevin Lyons for the kick here too. Comes to the near side, headed into the box. Eric Lapotin clears, stopped by number 14, John Kovalik. Comes up to Kevin Murphy on the far side, hit over the far touchline. Nice throw. It's going to be a kick for North Penn. Eric Lapotin gets a long kick into the box towards Rich Ziegler.
Gets a head on it, but deflected by Bensalem. Easy save for Grissom.
High punt by goalie Grissom. Over the far touchline for Bensalem.
Sins heads it up to Fleming. Returns it up to Ziegler, but he can't get a foot on it.
Kick for Bensalem.
Hi, Tom. Good, how are you?
Lions kick goes into the 18, headed out by Eric Lapotin. Mike Clay fighting for it, gets it up to Kevin Murphy. He gives a nice feed to Rich Ziegler over the far touchline. He's racing after the ball. Beat to by a Bensalem defender. Comes up to number 20, Joe Kirby. Passes over to Ed Graham on the near touchline.
Good job of the Bensalem defense. Instead of just clearing it wildly and having the ball go anywhere, they turned it nicely and made an offensive effort out of it.
Fans are calling for a missed call there by the refs.
No.
I'm not sure what the call was there. Kevin Lyons breaks up the far touchline.
Tries to turn it in, deflected.
Cleared out by Kevin Murphy. Shot in, Matt Alvin makes a nice diving save. Matt Alvin gets off a high punt, coming down around midfield. Josh Sins is meant to hit it over the far touchline and crashes into the bench.
Hey, Harold, how can you let the home team 1 second left?
Offsides called on the Knights again.
The 5 officials said it should have been even 2 seconds on the clock.
Harold, you're supposed to be a homer.
7 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in this first period. Score still 0-0. Nice kick down the far touchline. Had it hit out by Anthony Santiago.
Both teams have had a good chance of scoring, but both defenses playing strong.
Matt Alvin comes up with that one. Nice punt again. Up to Rich Ziegler. Horst challenging for the ball. Kicked out by Mark McGee. Anthony Santiago wheeling around some Bensalem players. Gets it up, but number 20, Joe Kirby of Bensalem keeps it in. Nice little move there by Mike Clay to get it up to Greg Dudarian. Takes a shot deflected.
Right into Rich Ziegler. Oh,
Nice save by the goalie.
Beautiful opportunity for Ziegler, but obviously the goalie was right there and smothering that ball.
Rich Ziegler's been playing well lately, as he has all season. He has a good chance of breaking Mr. Ritt's record of 22 goals in the season.
How many goals does he have?
Rich Ziegler?
Yeah.
I think he has 15 now, and he has 2 games left before postseason, so he needs to get going.
If he keeps playing strong like he has been, he should definitely get some goals tonight.
He should. Jeremy Fleming battling on it on a near touchline. Nice move by number 8.
Turns and gets a shot off into Matt Albin. Nice save.
Nice punt by Matt Albin. All of his punts been going out just to midfield. Penalty on Bensalem.
Obviously a pushing of some type on that.
Josh Sins will take the kick for the Knights. Kicks it into the box to Rich Ziegler. Offside's called on the Knights. Kick for Bensalem comes to Greg Dadarian. Mike Clay battling for the ball. Gets stripped by number 20, Joe Kirby, Bensalem. Mark McGee just gets knocked down by Kirby on the play. Kick for the Knights. Long kick by Eric Lapotin. Into the box, headed back to goalkeeper. Score still 0-0 with 4 minutes left to go in the first period.
Ziegler and Murphy following up on the rebound.
Josh Sins racing after the ball on the right side of the field. 6 yard coming out for North Penn. Andy Godshaw, Jared Hazelbarth, and Jeff Kleingunther coming in for the Knights. Jeff Kleingunther just coming off the ineligibility list a couple days ago. This will be his first game back. Let's hope he can provide some scoring for the Knights too. Josh Sins' kick headed out by a Bensalem defender.
Sins clears it up the touchline.
Nice Bensalem throw-in, controlled by Eric Lapotin.
Clay can't get there. Lapotin clears a high looping ball. Over the head defender, Ziegler jumping in on the header.
Gets a penalty called on him. He's not liking it. Over the back penalty called there. Pretty cold night out there for some of these players.
Short sleeves.
They got to be freezing out there. Number 11, Frank O'Neill, hits it up into the center. Cleared out by Eric Lapotin. Shot partially blocked. Headed out by Andy Godshaw. Mike Clay coming up with it for the Knights. Hits a pass up to Rich Ziegler. Flex off Jeff Kleingunther. Cleared over the far touchline. Knights throw.
Kleingunther trying to turn it up, gets knocked over. Gets the penalty as Clay pushes it down to Helsbarth, run down the right side. Trips up.
Field's pretty wet out there. People will be sliding all over the place. Anthony Santiago battling. Loses it to Bensalem. Bensalem hits a cross, headed out by Andy Godshaw to Mike Clay. Kept in. Kicked out by Mark McGee on a sliding kick. Mike Clay racing after it. Just over the far touchline.
25 seconds left.
Throw in by number 18, Kevin Lyons. Comes down to Greg Dadarian. Nice hit for Rich Ziegler. Andy Godshaw comes up with it.
Can't get there as Bensalem turns it up. Oh.
Last second cross runs out of time. It's the end of the first quarter here at Crawford Stadium. Score still 0-0. Good all-around play, though, by both teams. Not much action, though, for the goalkeepers.
North Penn definitely having longer chances. Rich Ziegler, definitely a lot of opportunities to score. Bensalem, not quite as many, but still getting the ball down there.
Both teams playing an outstanding game so far. Just haven't put the ball in the back of the net yet.
North Penn just needs to keep plugging away, keep getting the shots in, and sooner or later they'll get a couple goals.
Someone's bound to break Dan Grissom's excellent play tonight. Next game for the Knights is Thursday, home against the Chamonix. That's sure to be a good game.
That's the last game, last home game, correct?
Yeah, that's the last home game. It's a night game, too. We invite you all to come out, watch that game on Thursday. The last game for the Knights is on Friday against Norristown. Hopefully the varsity Knights will have a couple more games after that for the postseason.
These children have lost their freedom. It has been taken from them by fear and violence. They are prisoners in their own world, a world that can be deadly. Your kids shouldn't have to grow up this way. Give your children back their childhood. Do something now. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT. Together, we will take a bite out of crime.
Okay, Bensalem is doing a pretty good job, but they have to start getting some more shots and start weaving around some of the tight defensive play by the Knights to get some shots on Matt Alvin.
Yeah, I think both teams need a little more midfield work instead of just pushing defense to offense. North Penn's been starting to do it. They just need to. Bensalem's doing a little bit too. They just need to, work the midfield in, work the ball up the field. Both teams are getting some good shots though. It's just these good defenses turning them away.
Yeah, this game has been a game of really hard, solid defense here. They need fast transitions to beat these defenses. Hopefully the second period will bring some goals for the Knights.
Any little mistake and either team can score. It's just basically who's going to make the mistake and when. Either team can happen to.
Matt Alvin coming back in for the second quarter for the Knights. Dan Grissom still in for the Owls. The Knights need a big performance from forward Jeff Kleingunther here in this game. His first game back from the ineligibility list.
He definitely has to be pumped up. I'm sure he's ready to play. Hasn't played in a while. Wants to
get some goals here. He's been out for a while.
Start off with Bensalem kicking it out the far sideline.
Comes up to Andy Godshaw. Battles for it. Bensalem throwing. Over the head of Josh Sins. Bensalem throwing. Throwing. Mike Clay heads it out towards the corner. Hit up the far touchline for Rich Ziegler. It's taken off by a Bensalem player. Andy Godshaw battles for the ball. Loses it to number 20, Joe Kirby. Bensalem.
Clay trying to push it up, loses it.
Jared
Pope
Hasselbar
back.
sliding around there a little bit.
McGee turns it up. Clay gets stuffed. Ball sails out.
Throw in Knights. Goes up to Rich Ziegler. Playing a little pinball there between the legs.
Trying to turn on the power, but ball get kicked out of bounds.
Whenever the Knights start rolling, Bensalem stops their momentum by kicking it out of bounds. Jeff Kleingunther doing a little weaving of his own here. Loses it to Bensalem.
Potent chasing it down the far sideline. Bensalem keeps it in though, centers it.
Number 11, Frank O'Neill wide open as Matt Aubin comes up with a save, but the rebound gets put in.
Goal for Bensalem.
We're not sure who scored that goal yet. The numbers are really hard to see on the jerseys. "18 minutes left in the second quarter. Bensalem has put the first goal by Matt Aubin.
Goal scored by number 2, Josh Albert for Bensalem. As I was saying before, basically whoever makes a mistake, and North Penn just happened to make the mistake on that play, and Bensalem capitalized. Good job of following up. Josh Albert doing a good job following up. The ball skidded away, and he just put it right past Matt Aubin.
Frank O'Neill was left wide open on the left side there. Another chip in. Matt Aubin comes up with the easy save.
I think this is a little slap in the face for the Knights. We expected to come in here pretty easily, knowing the Bensalem's record wasn't that great. So North Penn's got to wake up and get tough. I mean they've played tough D and offense so far, but just got to get a little strong on offense and start getting the ball in instead of just missing the shots.
Yeah, they have to get some more accuracy on it. Rich Ziegler's got to come up big.
But good job of Bensalem getting that initial goal and setting the pace for this game.
Throw in for Mike Clay. Down the touchline to Rich Ziegler. Kept out by a Bensalem player.
Rich Ziegler put a little muscle into that kick and upended that player, so ref will call a penalty on that.
Kevin Lyons will take the kick for the Owls. Curving kick comes up. Jared Hasselbarth almost takes a foot to the face.
Goal was scored with about 2 minutes, 30 seconds into the second quarter.
Throw comes in, towed out by Anthony Santiago.
Kleingunther long boot, down to Ziegler, who's looking to chase it.
Kicked out by Lyons over the far touchline. Defense coming up big in front of the goalkeeper, Dan Grissom, to clear that ball out.
Little miscommunication there, but finally the ball was cleared.
It almost cost the Owls the lead there. Luckily the defense recovered. Shot goes wide by Rich Ziegler. Excuse me, that's Kyle Moody. 6 yard for Bensalem. Kick goes just over the 50-yard line. Taken up by number 17, Steve Hare. Put to the far side, cut back. Cleared out by the Knights.
Again, Bensalem on the attack.
Nice flick into the box. Bensalem attacker. Crosses over. Kept out by Andy Godshaw.
Lyons comes in with his big left foot. Way wide, though. Sort of an erratic shot.
Got all of that one. Just wasn't on goal. Throw in Anthony Santiago.
To no one except Bensalem.
Bensalem kicks it down the far side. Kevin Murphy giving chase.
Clears it out the sideline.
Kyle Moody's throw is a long throw, headed up by Rich Ziegler. Kicked back in by Kevin Lyons.
Kicked out by Lapotin. Clay trying to settle in the middle, trying to work with it. Gets it down the sideline. Ziegler pumping hard as is Kleingunther. Ziegler takes it, tries to push into Kleingunther. Does.
Kleingunther's shot is smothered by the goalkeeper. Nice shot, but an excellent save.
Crowd is definitely liking this North Penn offense.
Tonight is MSA night here at Crawford Stadium. Bunch of MSA, Montgomery Soccer Association, travel team players are out for this game. Pretty full house.
I think looking at these players and seeing themselves in a couple years, and I think they'd like to play for North Penn High School.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a few more superstars come through here.
And hopefully Coach Reid will still be around.
Hopefully. Kevin Lyons' kick. It's long. Kept in by Bensalem, headed out by Eric Lapotin. Right back in by Bensalem.
Josh Sins heads it. Sins again contesting. Nice clear.
Bensalem
player.
player.
Very far though.
Bensalem player doing a couple flips there. Josh Sins got the ball away from him.
Bensalem turns it. Little give and go, works. Clay trying to break it up, can't. Push down the left sideline, just goes out.
Throw in for Anthony Santiago.
Ryan Horst and Jeremy Fleming coming in. Taking out Jared Halsebarth.
And Andy Godshaw.
Give those guys a much needed rest. Santiago into Lapotin, who can't quite get it. Then finally clears it. Line steps up.
Comes back into the North Penn zone. Mark McGee giving chase. Just out of bounds. Bensalem throw. Mike Clay gets some air on that one. Just misses it. Ziegler just waiting for that ball too long as the Bensalem attacker stepped in front of him.
Out the far sideline.
Hit in the middle. Anthony Santiago going after it. Gets it up to Mike Clay.
Clay has some room, but contested closely.
Rich Ziegler going off sides there for a second, getting back in time.
Lapotin clears at the last second. Push back in, out of bounds.
6 yard. Greg Dadarian coming in for Kevin Murphy at 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Score 1-0 in favor of the Owls.
Big clear by Lapotin. Clay can't get a head on it.
Couldn't find it as it went straight up.
Must be tough to find in those lights.
Yeah, lights are pretty bright.
Santiago can't turn it into Bensalem's feet. Luckily, it's cleared.
Bensalem throwing around the 40-yard line. Number 10, Francisco Hernandez throws it in. Mike Clay comes up with it. Chips it up to Rich Ziegler. Nice cut in. Taken by Jeff Kleingunther. Taken away. Over to far touchline. Kyle Moody's throw-in. It's a long throw-in all the way into the box. Goalkeeper comes out and snags it. Kyle Moody keeps it out of the Knights' end. Number 17, Steve Hare, kicks it up, far touchline. Eric Lapotin keeps it in.
Ziegler can't get it. Sins running hard, heads it out. Oh, but kept in by Bensalem. Albin to come out, retrieve it.
Matt Albin gets a low punt. Don't think he got all of that. Anthony Santiago having a miss kick there, kicking it back into the Knights' end. Bensalem throw. Number 16, Ed Galm for throwing. Throwing is deep in the box. Hit out by Josh Sins. Back in Albin with a nice save. Kept in by Bensalem, headed out by Kyle Moody.
Down the far sideline to Jeff Kleingunther. But dribbles out.
Bensalem throwing. Looks like John Thomas is getting ready to come in the game for the Knights. Mike Clay gets taken off the ball. Stepped up into by Ryan Horst.
Ziegler can't quite get it as goalie Dan Grissom comes out. Grissom not having too much action in the second half. Excuse me, for second quarter. Ball mostly down in the North Penn area.
Knights have got to pick up some offense here and get some shots on goal. 6 yard for the North Penn Knights. John Thomas replaces Anthony Santiago at defense for North Penn. Lapotin 6 comes just about to the 50-yard line. Kept in by Bensalem.
Gets by Josh Shin, centers it. Doesn't do much, but it's put back in the center.
Bensalem chasing after it.
Clay intercepts. Pushing it toward the front near start line. Trying to make something happen.
Just
Broken up by Lions. Pushing into Ziegler on the breakaway.
Ziegler should have just blasted that by him. But a goal put in by Mike Clay. Soft shot put underneath goalie Dan Grissom. The fans are loving it here at Crawford Stadium.
Much deserved goal by North Penn. They've plugged away all game and finally got the goal that they needed.
Matt Albin comes out and congratulates Mike Clay and Rich Ziegler in that beautiful execution of that play.
Goal scored at 6:38 into the second quarter.
Score is now tied, 1-1. Bensalem gets ready for a tap.
Just as I said, North Penn needs to get the ball down there. They definitely got the ball down there on one of their breakaway attacks by Rich Ziegler. His quick speed. His shot didn't go in, but nicely deflected in by Mike Clay. Great effort by North Penn.
Nice initial save by goalie, Dan Grissom. Mike Clay put it by him on the rebound. Mike Clay come up with it again. Hits it down to Jeff Klangunther, the far side. Battling for it near the corner. Nice cutback. Cross. Out of bounds.
Behind the goal. So it looks like that goal sparked up North Penn's intensity a little bit.
Really got them fired up. They're ready to go here. I'd look for a couple more goals in this second period with 6 minutes left to go. Comes up to Jeremy Fleming. Kicked out by a Bensalem defender. Some fans here wearing hats and gloves here. Pretty cold night.
Luckily not too bad up here in the booth.
No, it's actually quite nice in here. Kyle Moody will take the throw in for North Penn. High arcing throw. Headed in by Jeff Klangunther. Greg Dadarian and Rich Ziegler converging on the ball. Mike Clay giving chase. Over to far near touchline. Knights throwing. Jeremy Fleming with throw-in. Greg Dadarian tried the cross. It's a 6-yard kick for Bensalem. Lions gets a low kick. Luckily it takes a good bounce and gets by a lot of players. North Penn throw-in. Kyle Moody's long throw. Comes by Greg Dadarian. Chasing after it.
Oh, nutmegged. Ryan Horst to follow, though. Ball cleared by Bensalem.
Nice throw in by John Thomas. John Thomas and Kyle Moody have got one of the longest throws in this team. Throws in all the way into the 6. Headed. Goalkeeper comes out and gets it. Low kick by goalie Dan Grissom. Eric Laputin steps up and heads it up to Mark McGee.
Penny call on Bensalem. Laputin to kick.
Kicked into the center to Mike Clay. Just goes by him. Klangunther and the goalie coming out to get it. Chipped into the box. Rich Ziegler gets a goal. Nice move by Jeff Klangunther to get around the goal. Goalie. Fans are going crazy. Goal scorer with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Rich Ziegler gets his 16th goal of the season.
Rich Ziegler definitely getting that goal that he deserves. He's plugged away hard all game and finally connects on the header for a goal.
It's his first goal. He already has 1 assist in this game.
Great team effort.
Score is 2-1 in the second quarter.
Great job by Jeff Klangunther not letting up, turning on the power, beating the goalie, getting the cross in. Rich Ziegler just puts it in. Excellent teamwork.
Goalie came out a little too soon for that one.
Kyle Moody throws it in. Dadarian looking to center a little too much. As the goalie comes out. So just like that, 2-1 North Penn, 2 quick goals.
Still looking for more for the Knights though in the second period with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Ziegler heading up to Dadarian, can't quite get there.
Bensalem controls the ball. Takes it in the middle, ridden off by Mike Clay. Pushes it for Ryan Horst, the near touchline. Reinhorst gets it, pushes it back to a Bensalem defender. It's kicked out of bounds. Nutmeg by the cheerleaders. Throwing for the Knights here. Nice throw. Comes in Bensalem player.
Nobody's there.
Mike Clay.
Mike Clay just barreling over that player.
Bensalem player throws down John Thomas. John Thomas is not liking that one.
Game getting a little bit more physical. His tempers are flaring.
I think Bensalem's getting a little angry at the 2 quick goals North Penn's gotten. Oh!
And here's the third goal.
Jeff Kleingunther just takes advantage of the goalie going in the air and the ball going underneath him. Bad play there by Dan Grissom, goalkeeper for the Owls.
Very fluke goal. That was...
It's one of the luckiest goals I've ever seen this season.
Looks like the goalie practically just jumped over it. I guess obviously misjudged it. Just didn't know where it was spinning or jumping or...
Tough goal there. Scores 3-1 now in the second quarter with 1:13 left.
So on that note, Bensalem's looking to get a goalie change. Maybe this new goalie will be a little bit better. So with the slow and sluggish start, North Penn obviously picking up the slack and riding high with a 3-1 lead.
It really turned on the afterburners after Mike Clay's first goal. Brent Bardo coming in for the Owls as substitute goalkeeper. 14, John Kovalik gives up the ball.
Ziegler turns it upfield, but penalty called. Kleingunther definitely got to be happy about that. As we said, he's been out for a while, and it's got to be a great feeling to come in your first game and get a goal.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. His skills haven't diminished at all.
Close call for North Penn as Bensalem centered it, but ball over the crossbar. They'll get a corner kick from it, though. Let's see if they can produce a goal.
Nice head up by Rich Ziegler. Big clear by Jeremy Fleming there.
Whether offensively or defensively, Rich Ziegler always a major force. Lions heading back, but the goalie will take it.
Second quarter, just over now. 3 goals scored in this second quarter by the Knights. One right after another. It's a tremendous play of offensive skill there by the Knights.
Definitely, as I said before, a slow and sluggish first quarter. Not much was happening. You know, Bensalem got a goal. Then North Penn just came out explosively. It was still a little sluggish in the beginning of the second, but something just happened, and they got some momentum going, and they just, as you said, scored those 3 excellent goals.
Nice offensive play there. Matt Albin not getting too much action except for the 1 goal.
So on that note, with North Penn going into the half, 3-1. This is Channel 16, taking a break.
When Raymond was 6, I was afraid to take him to the playground because they were doing drugs. When he was 10, I couldn't let him play ball in the schoolyard because of the gangs. When he was 15, I wouldn't let him go to any dances because there could be a fight or a shooting. Now he's a man, and I realize he's never been a kid.
Give your children back their childhood. Do something now. Call 1-800-WE-PREVENT. Together, we will take a bite out of crime.
Scared of flying? No. Good. 5:33.
If you don't stop your friend from driving drunk, who will?
Go ask the man what gates to Chicago.
Do whatever it takes.
Welcome back to second half action at Crawford Stadium. The score 3-1 in favor of the Knights.
Big second quarter for the Knights where they scored all 3 of their goals. Bensalem looking to avenge that, come back and get some more.
It's an offensive explosion by the Knights. Bensalem went into a little defensive shell that cost them 3 goals. Ball hit over the far touchline. Bensalem throw.
Hopefully Bensalem will be able to come back and get some points on their side.
Nice diving header there by Mark McGee. Shot just over the crossbar by Bensalem. 6-yard kick will be coming out here for the Knights. Bensalem putting pretty good early pressure on the Knights. Six-yard coming out. Eric Lapotin, it's going to kick.
Big boot for Lapotin.
Comes up to Jeff Kleingunther. Nice flick. Cleared out by Bensalem. Number 11, Frank O'Neill, puts it up the near sideline. Jeremy Fleming. Knights throwing. Rich Ziegler gets a little flick into the midfield. Picked up by Bensalem. Stepped into by Anthony Santiago. Breaks up the middle. Pass up to Kevin Murphy. Kevin Murphy's got an opening.
One-on-one with Lions. I'm sorry, that was Chris McFadden back for Bensalem.
Picked up by Dan Grissom. Or, excuse me, substitute goalkeeper.
Good effort by McFadden, playing some tough defense.
Big clear by Eric Lapotin there over the far touchline. Anthony Santiago puts it up to Rich Ziegler. Couldn't quite get there. Hit all the way back down to Matt Albin. Matt Albin gets a high, long punt. Clears a 50. Well past the 50. Rich Ziegler heads it over the near touchline. Knights throw. Jeremy Fleming hits it up to Anthony Santiago. Bensalem kicks it all the way back to Josh Sins. But kick for Bensalem. Penalty called on the Knights. Kevin Lyons takes a kick. Kyle Moody steps into that one. Eric Lapotin clears up to Rich Ziegler. Lyons puts it back in towards Jeremy Fleming.
Ball out of bounds, Fleming to throw. Leaves it for Kyle Moody.
Long throw up to Jeff Kleingunther.
Murphy keeps it, looking to cross it in.
Goalie bobbling it there a little bit before he comes up with it.
High kick, doesn't go too far.
Short punt. Picked up by Anthony Santiago. Cleared in for Rich Ziegler. Headed out by Bensalem defenders. Kyle Moody pressuring. Comes all the way back to Eric Lapotin. He sends kick straight up. Bounces. Headed out by Jeremy Fleming. Fleming chases after it. Hits it over the near touchline. Hit up to number 10, Francisco Hernandez on the near touchline.
Ooh. Close chance for Bensalem. No, unfortunately, no one in the center for them to connect on that. Bensalem letting North Penn know they can't be counted out. Playing strong, getting the offensive opportunities. They're still a threat to this North Penn team.
Nice clear by Eric Lapotin there up to Rich Ziegler. Unlucky hit off his toe. Goes over the near touchline. Throw for Kevin Lyons.
Looking to center, deflected off North Penn. Centered by a North Penn player accidentally.
Nice play by the defense there to get that out.
Kleingunther kick from behind, penalty.
Kick coming out for the Knights. Eric Lapotin to take it. You can see the players' breath as they exhale on this field. Frigid night here. Thrown in by Bensalem. Dropped back, kicked all the way into the 18-yard line. Kept out by Kyle Moody. Number 14, John Kovalik, hits it towards the far touchline. Bensalem throwing. High looping throw. Bensalem crossing it into the middle. Number 17, Steve Hare, hits an easy save to Matt Altman. High punt, comes up to Rich Ziegler.
Can't bring it down. Clay from behind. Looking to create something.
Ref called.
Clay brought down, but definitely the advantage should have been called.
Ref called offsides, and clearly he was not offsides. He was even with the defender. Coach Britt not liking that one. Mike Clay arguing.
I don't believe it was an offsides kick. I just think that North Penn got the penalty. They just didn't allow the advantage to happen.
Bensalem player is down.
Clay obviously pushing the ball ahead to Jeff Kleingunther, and the advantage was not given.
Rich Ziegler a little frustrated about that call.
But with the 3-1 lead, I think North Penn is pretty comfortable and able to keep this up.
I think they want to widen the lead a little bit, though.
I think Ziegler wants to break that record, though.
Sure does.
Goals.
Last year, Nick Pace got pretty close to beating his record with 19 goals in the season. See if Ziegler can break it this year.
Gerald Hazelbarth coming in. Kicking out Ryan Horst.
It's going to be a free kick for the Knights here. Josh Sins to take it. Chipped into the box. Headed out by Bensalem. Eric Lapotin brings it back in. Jared Hazelbarth giving chase.
Looking to turn it up. Ball goes out.
Throw in for the Knights. Throw into Jeff Kleingunther. Nice move. Just barely gets around a Bensalem attacker. Al's throwing. Nice pass from Bensalem attacker. Number 12, Joe Morris, chasing after it. Out of bounds. 6-yard kick.
That's who Scott told me. I saw him Friday night. Yeah, I saw him at the last soccer game. He was talking to Scott.
12 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter action. No score in the third quarter. The Knights still lead the game 3-1. Rich Ziegler getting pushed down there by a couple Bensalem players.
He said, I'm not. He said, I don't feel better. He said, I just can't run.
Bensalem player kicking the ball away.
What he can't because of his leg? It's his knee, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there's two. He had just now went to 2 new doctors. And one
Free kick for North Penn.
says just inflammation. One doctor says you can't run for 10 days. The other doctor says go ahead and run.
The potent big kick headed by Ziegler.
Goalkeeper gets held up in the air there by a couple North Penn players. Nice play.
Makes a big save. Big kick bent by Kyle Moody's head. It's got to tingle a little bit,
It's going to leave a mark tomorrow.
especially in this cold.
No. Jeff Kleingunther will take the throw-in for the Knights after Mark McGee comes in for Kyle Moody.
Give that head a rest, maybe.
Shot scooped up by the Owls goalkeeper. Kicked out. Kept in by Anthony Santiago. Comes up, past the Knights.
Little back heel works. Here comes Bensalem, tries to get a shot off. Oh.
Nice diving, sliding out for Matt Alvin to keep that ball away from Joe Morris. Excellent play.
Good job of Alvin sacrificing his body.
Matt Alvin's been getting a couple kicks into him, a couple games this year.
Nice cross. Who's there? Scuffle in front.
Oh,
finally the ball's put in.
Matt Alvin had no chance. He could not see it anywhere. Just a wall of people stuck up in front of him. So scores now 3-2. Favor the Knights still. Bensalem showing that they still can put the ball in the back of the net. Passes.
Number 14, John Kovalak scored that one.
Matt Alvin saying, what's going on here? He had no chance of getting that one. Couldn't see it.
Good job with Bensalem plugging away and scraping for that. Able to get a foot on it.
Greg Dadarian puts a shoulder into Joe Morris. Bensalem kick. Goalkeeper to take the free kick for Bensalem.
So Bensalem bringing a little more life back into their offensive attack.
Trying to fire themselves up for the rest of this game. Maybe tie it up.
McGee boots it over to Kleingunther. Can't get anything on it. Out of bounds.
Jared Heselbarth will take the throw-in for North Penn here.
Ball's in the center. Jeremy Fleming knocks it off. Oh, penalty called.
Water bucket gets totally wiped out, soaking everybody's bag.
No more water for the bench.
That's gonna make some people mad back there. Bensalem kick.
Go send the water boy to get some more water. Oh, another tough
Come on, Matt!
goal scored.
Goal scored by Bensalem. Surprised me. Matt Alvin dove for it. I guess it just slid underneath him. He couldn't quite hang on to it. And he was going to scoop it up. Bensalem player just kicked it out from his hands. Matt Alvin is still stunned about that one. I guess they're disallowing the goal.
Okay, so the goal was unofficial. Score is still 3-2, North Penn. Obviously a very shocking play, which caught everyone off guard. Matt Alvin thought he had it under control, which the refs decided he did have under control.
Yeah, it's a tough call by the officials there. That happened in a game a couple days ago where one of our goalkeepers had the ball under control and the ball went into the goal, and they allowed that as a goal. This time the ref made the right choice and disallowed it.
Obviously the Bensalem coach is a little perturbed at that, but it'll stand.
So Eric Lapotin will take a free kick for the Knights.
But Bensalem definitely proving they're fired up, and every chance they got, they're going to try and score.
Joe Morris getting it up the near sideline. Bensalem coming in near the Knights box. Shot by Bensalem, tried to clear by Jeremy Fleming, but over the Knights touchline for a corner kick.
He's missed 2 weeks.
What's wrong with Gary? Which guy is it? What number is that?
19.
Is he out there right now?
Probably. He was their second leading scorer.
Corner kick by Bensalem, comes in, headed up by a Bensalem player. Little confusion in front of the net there. It's a 6-yard kick coming out for North Penn. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in third quarter action. Goal just disallowed. Score still 3-2.
Definitely a very exciting game, as you alluded to in the opening. A few surprises. Both teams playing exceptionally well.
Both goalkeepers getting tested early in this third quarter.
Hopefully a couple more goals will be scored by each side. And
kicked into the midfield where Mark McGee kicks it up to Mike Clay. Cleared out by Jeremy Fleming.
I'd let him practice all week and then think about playing in the playoffs.
Penalty on North Penn.
That's right. Either he was eligible starting as
Yesterday. He's playing today. Friday night, he sat next to me and said, he told me,
Matt Albin setting up the wall.
indirect kick for Bensalem.
Bensalem setting up for the kick. Shot just over the crossbar. 6-yard coming out for the Knights. Knights looking to put one more goal by Bensalem goalie. Widen this lead a little bit. Bensalem keeps it in. Mark McGee heads it back up into midfield. Comes over the near touchline. Bensalem throwing. Referee calling that the Bensalem player threw the ball from too far up. Rethrow. Number 20, Joe Kirby taking the throw in. Comes into the center of the field. Number 2 on Bensalem comes out to kick it up.
LaPone clears it out.
Bensalem throwing is a short one. Might have slipped out of his hands. Jeff Kleingunther clears up towards Rick Ziegler. Kept in. Rich Ziegler called for the offsides. Only a foot in front of him, but foot's enough. Bensalem free kick will be taken by Kevin Lyons. Kevin Lyons' kick is spiraled towards the box. Hit in towards the corner. Corner kick for Bensalem. Bensalem looking to capitalize on this corner kick. And nearly do, but a great save by Matt Albin. Deflected off a couple people there.
Again, Bensalem getting real close, almost another score.
Just knocking on the door.
They're playing
Hoping.
tough.
It's a pretty good game.
Aaron pushes it ahead to Clay. Ball cleared out. Fleming looking to bring it back in. He'll get the throw in.
Fleming throws it into Mike Clay. Just get totally thrown off the ball. Free kick for Mark McGee.
Looking to go to the far side. Lapona come over to take it. Ziegler raising his hand, he wants it. Ooh, a little off the mark.
Poden hits it far side. Jeff Kleingunther going for it. Throw in Jared Heselbarth. Cleared up the far touchline. Mark McGee giving chase. Bensalem throwing. Throw in for Bensalem, comes into the middle. Picked up by Anthony Santiago. Lost it to a Bensalem player. Nice pass coming over Joe Morris. Takes a shot, sprawling dive by
Great
Matt Aubin.
speed displayed by Joe Morris, just coming from nowhere. Turning on the afterburners. Almost got another goal there. Another great opportunity for Bensalem.
They're really knocking on the door here. Just haven't put one through.
Although the attacks are maybe varied or spread apart a little bit, they're still getting those opportunities. Not too long before one of them is going to hit home. Another goal for Bensalem.
One goal will tie this things up even at three apiece. Jeremy Fleming controls on the near touchline.
Klinghoffer going hard in the center. Trips up. Darian down the left sideline. Out of bounds.
Throw in for Jeremy Fleming.
Ryan Horst and John Thomas to come in for North Penn.
Taking out Jeremy Fleming along with Anthony Santiago.
So John Thomas will take the throw in.
Long, low throw in headed out by Bensalem.
McGee with the shot. Hard driving shot by Mark McGee. Right into the hands of the goalie, though, but good effort from about 40 yards out.
Drop kick by the goalie. Doesn't go too far. Horst come up and control it again. Joe Morris kicks it out. Throw to Ziegler. Nice head.
Looking across. Who's there? Kleingunther was, but couldn't get a foot on it. Scramble in front. Weak dribbling shot. Not much power on it.
Easy save for the goalie.
So looks like time will run out. 5 seconds left in the third quarter.
Score 3-2 at the end of the third quarter. Knights are still leading. One goal by Bensalem in the third quarter. Pretty good action in this third quarter.
Definitely
not too much scoring.
With this score getting so tight and that Bensalem goal in North Penn hasn't scored since the second. Little drought for them offensively. Defensively, possibly a little bit too, as Bensalem's had a lot of chances down their way. As we're seeing little MSA fans reacting.
North Penn's got to tighten it up a little bit if they want to keep this lead. Still playing pretty good.
As you said earlier, this has been an exciting game, and I think this fourth quarter will be pretty exciting too.
This fourth quarter will be a deciding factor. Looks like Matt Aubin will stay in goal. He's got to come up big in this quarter to keep the Knights in it.
Like in the first quarter, though, both teams they have the opportunities, just who's going to make the mistake and who's going to get lucky. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Hopefully Jeff Kleingunther or another one of Knights' offensemen will get a quick goal here and widen the lead. Take a little pressure off Matt Aubin.
As you said before, both goalies doing a great job having to come up with some big saves and doing it.
Referee's calling a pretty good game here.
I think all these little MSA kids are really enjoying this, really liking to see some what good soccer is.
Yep. Hopefully they'll learn some stuff here too. They can improve their team play. Fourth quarter just about to start. Knights taking the field.
Soccer definitely catching on as far as all ages. It's really grown the last couple of years, especially with the World Cup being here 2 years ago or a year ago.
Yeah, the World Cup has been a really deciding factor on growth of soccer in the United States.
A lot of kids like playing it and enjoying it. As we start the fourth quarter, 20 minutes deciding between the winner and loser.
Ryan Horst just missing the head ball there. Josh Sins comes up with it.
Deflected back into the Bensalem offense.
Joe Morris passing it into the center. Jared Hazelbarth comes up with it. Up to Rich Ziegler. Rich Ziegler doing a couple moves.
Brings it back a little bit.
Just kept it in. Nice pass by a Bensalem offender there. Broken up by Josh Sins.
2-on-1 attempt. And it's going to be a corner kick.
So another chance for Bensalem early here in the fourth quarter.
Auburn's definitely got to be keeping loose here.
Long kick. Headed into the center. Mike Clay controls and hits it out. Up to Rich Ziegler.
Ziegler traps it. Pushes ahead to Kleingunther, a little behind him though. Greg Darian's here to pick it up. Oh, obvious blatant trip. As Darian goes down.
Free kick for the Knights coming up here. Josh Sins will take the kick. Spirals it into the box. Headed out by Bensalem. Ryan Horst flicking it up to Jeff Kleingunther, who's called off sides. Bensalem kick.
Size 22s. That goes back when I was 8th grade.
Have you ever been on the cruise? You ever been on the cruise, Hal?
No, everybody says don't eat for a while.
Comes up to Joe Morris. Heads it just out of bounds. Throw in for the Knights.
Midnight flats, midnight dinner.
They say 24 hours snacks all the time. You can eat all the time. And the food is absolutely...
Throw in by Ryan Horst. Comes up to near touchline and out of bounds.
If there's 5 or 6 entrees and you want 3 of them, you order 3 of them. If you don't like something, you send it back.
Ryan Horst looking for the ball boys. He's trying to catch up.
Ryan Horst for the throw in here. Hoping to widen this lead. Bensalem breaking up the far touchline. Eric Lapotin gets pushed off the ball. Nice play. Bensalem throw. Puts it into the middle. Another Bensalem throwing. Shot partially blocked. Comes over to Joe Morris on the near side.
He's chasing it. Looking to put it back in. Chips it in. No one's really there as the ball gets by.
17, Steve Hare looking for the ball. Bensalem throwing near the Knights 18. Headed in the box.
Oh.
Head ball put by Matt Aubin.
Joe Morris scoring on that one.
Number 2, the little guy?
Joe Morris getting the goal. Number 12.
Number 2 looks like he's
Unlucky there for the Knights. The score is tied 3-3 with 16 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game. Close game here.
So as I was saying before, whoever is going to make the mistake, who's ever going to let that ball get in there, and Matt Aubin unluckily was the end of that.
Little defensive letdown there for the Knights. They got to tighten that up. Nice head ball shot there by Joe Morris.
Need to clear that out of there. Just started fooling around and not doing too much. They just got to clear that out, get that out of there, and either that or have Matt Albin come out and take those. He just needs to take charge and jump in and grab those. But got to give credit to Bensalem. They kept plugging away, and they really want to get back into this and win this. Give them credit for their heart, determination.
Jeff Kleingunther's spinning throw goes towards Mike Clay. Kept out by Kevin Lyons. Ball is sliding all over the place here as the field continues to get wet from dew.
Definitely a very flip-flopping game. Let's see who's going to dominate this fourth quarter. So far, it's been Bensalem. Let's see if North Penn can come back.
See if Rick Ziegler can work some magic with his other team members to get them going here.
As far as statistics, it's been first and third quarter, Bensalem's possibly second and fourth for North Penn. Let's see.
Second quarter, fourth quarter, Matt Albin has got to come out strong here. So he just grabs that one away from Bensalem player.
Greg, yourself being a goal, you think Matt Albin needs to come out on these? Is he being a little too tentative, or?
I don't think he's getting too tentative, but it's hard to judge on those head balls. So I think he made the right choice, but he might have come out a little bit more for that. It's a tough call.
Definitely a tough job being the goalie.
Bensalem clears out. Thrown in, a long throw in for North Penn. Comes out to midfield. Mark McGee hits it, deflects off Mike Clay. Bensalem keeps it in. Throw in.
Well, they have a big long hose. And all they do is just circle the green once and it's done. 3 minutes and you're done.
Bensalem kick on the far side. Low kick skips by Mike Clay to Eric Lapotin. Clears up towards Jeff Kleingunther. Eric Lapotin with another clear.
Daring to come back for it. Up to Rich Ziegler, who is offsides.
Knights have got to watch their offsides calls here. It's costing them big time.
I think they're getting a little too anxious, wanting to score, and just getting a little offsides.
Yeah, they have 13 minutes, so they got plenty of time to score here. Nice play by Mark McGee to hit that ball out of the way.
Ball skittles out of bounds.
Bensalem throwing.
Sub coming in there. 14 going out, looks like.
Mark McGee and Bensalem player getting a little aggressive here.
Number 10, Francisco Hernandez coming in for Bensalem with the gloves on. Definitely proving how cold it is.
Feels like it's a nice night for ice hockey if they had an outdoor rink. Greg Zadarian chasing after the ball. Taken away by a Bensalem attacker. Into the box. Kicked out by Eric Lapotin. Throw in for Bensalem. Comes into the box. Headed up by John Thomas.
Oh. Deflected right back at you. Ball cleared out of bounds.
Mark McGee had time to settle that. He just kicked it away soon. A little too soon there. Throw in for Bensalem. Joe Morris to take it. Hit into the middle. Joe Morris working with the ball. Stepped into by Greg Didarian. Comes all the way back to midfield. Hit up. Josh Sins going after the ball.
Down the right side, no one there. Out of bounds. Excuse me, penalty. As Morris goes down and stays down.
Trainer's coming out to take a look at Morris, see if he's all right. With 10:44 left to go in this fourth quarter. Score is tied 3-3. Both teams getting a lot of action in here.
Definitely plenty of time for either school to put an attack here or there.
Hopefully the Knights will put one in by goalkeeper. Expand, get a lead, and then try and hold it, or either expand it out for a little bit.
Definitely, as they close out their season, they want to close out strong.
2 games left. Their record is 9-5, 8-5 league. So they have a really good chance of making the playoffs this year. They missed it last year by like half a point or something. So they got really close. Hopefully this year they'll be able to go. Looks like Kevin Murphy's getting ready to come in the game.
Looks like Morris is okay, sort of limps off under his own power.
He'll be back.
Definitely an added force who sparked Bensalem's offensive drive, scoring a goal himself and got his team revved up.
He sure did. Been playing a decent, really good game. Rich Ziegler stepping into that ball.
Little offensive attack doesn't happen.
Penalty called on Ryan Horst, saying he jumped over the Bensalem player's back. Bensalem kick taken by Kevin Lyons. It's a long kick.
Hazelbarth heads it, as does Horst. Gets it up to Clay, pushes it up to Darian.
Darian crosses, long ball, picked up by the goalkeeper.
Lyons tried to clear, but couldn't quite as the goalie picked up.
Nice punt, clears a 50. Jared Hazelbarth keeps it into Mike Clay.
Can't keep it as he loses it.
Bensalem throwing from around midfield. Long throw in, comes into the box. Eric Lapotin kicks it, deflects off. Bensalem player, 6-yard kick. Jeremy Fleming and Kevin Murphy coming into the game, replacing Ryan Horst and Greg Didarian.
Eric Lapotin to take the 6.
Both teams looking to get some offensive pressure here. Jeremy Fleming kicks it up to Kevin Murphy. Towards Mike Clay, but kept out by Bensalem. Mark McGee keeps it away from the Bensalem player by hitting it over the far touchline. Nice throw-in.
Over Hazelbarth's head. Shot got off wide.
6-yard kick. Eric Lapotin for the Knights.
Bensalem still attacking.
Most of the action's been down in North Penn's end. Although there has been some offensive rushes for the Knights, they haven't been able to put any by the goalkeeper this period. Throw in for number 16, Ed Gallm. Mike Clay gets it up to Rich Ziegler.
Push up to Clay. Clay stops. Oh.
He was right next to that defender there. He was even with the defender. Tough call for the official there. Rich Ziegler not happy with that call. He would have had a breakaway there if he can just get around that one defender that he was next to. Could have been in goal for the Knights. Jeff Klinghoffer coming back. Picked up by Rich Ziegler to Mike Clay. Clay slipping all over the place. Throw in Bensalem. For 16, Ed Gallm again. Nice attempt at a diving header by Mark McGee.
Matt Alden comes out to pick it up.
Low kick by Matt Alban. Headed back in. Bensalem. Potent
far
clears.
sideline.
Hit into the box. Cleared out. Mike Clay taking out a Bensalem midfielder.
A little too physical for the refs, like.
Bensalem free kick. Just outside the 18. Bensalem goes to a far side person. It's wide open there. Crosses, kicked out. Nice play. That was by Jeff Klinghoffer, it looked like. Crossed into the middle.
The whole offense of the North Penn team is in this 18 area.
Coming back to help out their defense here.
Obviously, you want to defend strongly, not let any balls get in these last remaining 5 minutes.
Corner kick.
Shots in. Nicely cleared.
Shot back in.
Oh.
Over the crossbar.
Hard driving, half volley. Luckily sails over.
6-yard kick coming out for North Penn.
4:44 in the fourth.
Score still 3-3. Josh Sins tries to clear. Picked up by Jeremy Fleming.
Can't turn it.
Bensalem chips it into the box. Stopped by Jared Hazelbarth. Knights throwing. Mark McGee's throw-in. Stopped by number 16, Ed Gallm. Kick for the Knights.
Luxury type thing. On the maiden voyage on Sang. The insurance company now are refusing to pay.
Josh Sins will take this kick.
They did something wrong to make it sink.
Kicked into the middle there. Flicked up by John Thomas. Comes to the near sideline and out. Josh Sins throwing. Mike Clay picks it up to Ziegler.
Ziegler trying to do a little dance steps. Can't get by him.
Mike Clay goes up for that one. Couldn't quite get it.
Need to knock that guy out a little bit.
Headed up by Bensalem. Threatening again. Offsides. Bensalem just kicks it away. That should have been a card on the Bensalem player there. You're not allowed to kick the ball away after the ref has blown his whistle. But the ref didn't give him a card. Kick by Eric Lapotin goes over to far sideline. Bensalem throw.
Norristown home this year, or is that away?
It's away.
Throw comes near the Knights' 18-yard line. Kicked all the way down. Rich Ziegler giving chase.
Ziegler can't contain it. Out of bounds.
Knights throwing to Mike Clay.
Controls, looking to push up field. Can't.
Mike Clay just throwing around Bensalem opponents here. Playing a good game.
Josh Shin's big kick. Headed out.
Hit over towards the far sideline for a Bensalem player. Bensalem throwing.
Ball out of bounds.
Knights throwing gets kicked away by a Bensalem player. Comes to Eric Lapotent. High clear. Mike Clay gets it towards the near sideline. Kicked out of bounds. Knights throwing. Knights threatening here with a minute left to go in the fourth quarter. This could be an overtime game. Jeremy Fleming battling. Jeff Kleingunther tries to take a shot.
Missed. Kevin Murphy, oh.
Just missed wide on that shot.
Had the whole stands up on their feet. His shot goes wide.
Nice shot by Kevin Murphy there. Goalie had the angles cut down pretty well. Kick by Bill Lyons is a long 6-yard kick up the right side. Matt Aubin comes out and picks it up. Kick comes to Rich Ziegler. 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Time winding down here.
Looking for the call, but there is none.
Took a little dive there for his team.
Time's going to run out.
It's the end of the fourth quarter. Score still tied, 3-3. Explosive second quarter for the Knights helped them even up the score. Coach Ritt is pretty pleased with the way his team's been playing. Though he's a little nervous.
There will be 2 10-minute overtimes if needed.
Both teams playing an aggressive game, although the fourth quarter, there was not too much action going on. There's a couple good chances for each team. Not too many goals, though.
Yeah, Bensalem really capitalizing on him. Got to give them credit for playing pretty strong offense and coming back from a 3-1 deficit, getting the 2 goals, tying it up 3-3.
And they're really hammering it away at Matt Aubin. He's got some pretty decent saves.
But it looks like Coach Ray will stick with Aubin.
Coach Ritt trying to get his team fired up here for these 2 overtime periods. Hopefully the Knights can break this tie early in overtime. Looks like Bensalem is getting ready to take the field here. Coach Ritt still giving his little pep talk. North Penn Knights taking the field. Going to the wrong side. North Penn will get the tap here in the first overtime period. Hopefully something big will happen. Both teams will be going for some major offensive action in these two overtime periods, hoping to break this 3-3 tie. Mike Clay and Rich Ziegler to take the tap off for the Knights. Tapped over to Jeremy Fleming.
Here we go at the start of the first overtime period. LaPointe with the big clear. Ziegler chasing. Over his head, slipping down. Gains
Still
possession.
Rich Ziegler coming over to far touchline.
Oh.
Just over the net. As the ball hangs on the top of the net.
Looks like North Penn's pretty fired up, want to get this game over with quickly, get a goal scored.
I think they want to all go home and take some hot showers after this night.
Warm up.
Kick by Bensalem. It's a low, hard kick just over Jeff Kleingunther's head. Clay's getting pushed around. Ziegler chasing after it. Knights throw in.
John Thomas, who has a big throw.
Nice kick by Rich
beautiful.
Ziegler. Nice half volley. With his back to the goal, he manages to put it over the goalie's head, just to his left.
Unbelievable goal for North Penn. Excellent job.
Matt Aubin coming all the way down. Congratulate Rich Ziegler. Excellent shot there. Assist by John Thomas on the throw in there. Incredible throw by John Thomas to set up Rich Ziegler's goal. Tap off for Bensalem.
Beautiful effort by North Penn. Unfortunately for North Penn, it's not a sudden death, so they'll have to play out the remaining 8 minutes. Hopefully they'll be able to keep their defense strong and hold them off.
Hopefully. Score 4-3 here in the first overtime period. Throw in for Bensalem. Cleared out by North Penn.
Oh,
Matt
unbelievable.
Matt Aubin just looked stunned on that one. I think he came out a little bit prematurely. Wasn't set for that shot. A little disgusted with himself.
Just when we thought North Penn had it in the clear, here comes Bensalem.
Yep.
Another beautiful effort, though.
Pounding away, putting one by Matt Aubin. It's just a little stun there. Fans booing here.
When you said this would be an interesting game, I don't think you knew how interesting it would be.
I know. Very good game. Score is now tied 4-4 with 8 minutes left to go in the first overtime period.
2 goals scored in less than a minute, the fastest I've ever seen happen.
Rich Ziegler doing little fancy moves to get around some players. Stripped though. Josh Sins clears up to Joe Morris, who came back in the overtime period. Mark McGee giving chase on the far side. Calling Bensalem throw. Throw-in goes into the middle of the box. Kept up by Mike Clay. Knights are having a lot of trouble marking up on their throw-ins. 2 goals have come off throw-ins for Bensalem. Number 2 on Bensalem's been pushing around a lot of players. Knights kick it out of bounds. Bensalem throwing. They're throwing here. Dangerous situation for the Knights again. Headed out by Mark McGee. Whew. Shot goes way wide and over the goal.
Not too many smiles on these coaches' faces.
I think they'll have to work the team a little harder in practice tomorrow to get their level of play back up to where it was a couple of games ago. Still playing pretty good though.
Yeah, this game isn't over. Anything can happen.
Still 6 minutes left. Score 4-4. Plenty of time. Throw in for Josh Sins. Rich Ziegler stepping up. Andy Godshaw giving chase on the far side. Knights throwing. Andy Godshaw's throwing. Comes to Mike Clay. Bensalem kick. Comes near side. Kept in. Bensalem throwing. The ball's getting really wet here, as you can see on that missed throw. They're giving it back to him. Fans don't like that one. They're saying the ball landed inbounds, so it should have been a handball when he picked it back up again. It stayed in bounds. Nice move by number 16, Ed Gollum, to get around Jeremy Fleming.
But then pushes off Fleming, gets the penalty called.
Josh Sins will take the free kick. Kick headed up by Jeff Kleingunther to Mike Clay. Rich Ziegler controls. Over to near touch line. Kleingunther to Clay. Mike Clay breaks in, nice move. Another Knights throwing.
As always there, Kevin Lyons there to clear out. Definitely a dominating force in that sweeper position. Looks like he was definitely hurt on that play. He's limping around.
John Thomas throwing, comes near the goal. Almost put in by his own defender.
Definitely a close chance for North Penn.
Corner kick for North Penn.
Let's see if they can capitalize.
3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Chance for the Knights.
Good job with the goalie coming out.
Bensalem keeper gets a low kick. Missed by Mike Clay. Challenged by Mark McGee. Stopped by Joe Morris of Bensalem. Kept in by Bensalem. Bensalem throwing.
The opponent clears out.
Bensalem keeps it in. It's got room on the far sideline. Puts it in the box. Bensalem keeps it in. It's pushed out over the near touchline. Matt Auburn's got to be a little more aggressive. Come out and scoop up that ball. Serve a little time here for the Knights.
Playing it, they're trying to change it. Ends up going the wrong way for him.
Bensalem puts it back in the box. This time Matt Auburn comes out. Doesn't quite hang on to it.
Kick it.
Greg Darian, missed kick in there.
Finally gets it up to Ziegler. Lions kicks it back.
Joe Morris getting spun around by Greg Dadarian. Ball comes over to Jeff Kleingunther with 1:40 left to go. Ball comes all the way down, and the Bensalem keeper will come out and get it. High kick near Jeremy Fleming. Excuse me, Andy Geitschel. Ball just a little too far for Rich Ziegler and Jeff Kleingunther to get. Kick down the far sideline. Mark McGee kicks it out.
Minute remaining.
Bensalem throwing inside the box. Cleared out by Jeremy Fleming. All the way down to Kevin Lyons. .40 seconds left in the first overtime period. Kicked all the way down. Kevin Lyons giving chase. Kicked out of the reach of Rich Ziegler. Throw in the Knights comes to John Thomas. Knocked off the ball. Picked up again over the goalie's head. Just over the crossbar. 5 seconds left. This first overtime period. That's the end of the first.
That's going to end it.
Okay, score is tied 4-4 at the end of this first overtime period. And we'll see you after this break.
He protects all living things in the forest, but he can't do it alone. Please don't play with matches. I never, ever forget the words of Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Welcome back to the second overtime period here at Crawford Stadium. Score is 4-4, tied. Ended that way at the end of first overtime period. Each team scoring 1 goal in that first overtime period. Matt Aubin looking a little stunned after that goal in the first overtime period there. It just slid by him.
Well, 2 very odd back-to-back goals, which I think stunned both sides of the team. And
today's been a very long game, but it's been nothing but exciting.
Quite awesome as we start this second and last overtime period. So after this, it's over.
Ball goes near the far touchline. Kept in by Jeff Kleingunther. Chased after by Joe Kirby.
This game is quite out of this world. It's been going on forever here. Just out of this world.
Play picking up a lot of action here. A lot of physical play. Rich Ziegler chasing after it. Won't quite get there. The goalkeeper comes out and gets it. Josh Sins tried to control. Hits it back to Mark McGee, who clears. Bensalem throw. Kicked into the box, cleared out by Eric Lapotin. Nice kick. Looks like Eric Lapotin is hurt.
Little 2-on-2 situation. Mike Clay slowed it up though. Now he's trying to push ahead.
Eric Lapotin gets up and seems to be fined.
I know you.
Knights throwing. Rich Ziegler working a little juggling action. John Thomas heads it into the box, where it's scooped up by the goalkeeper. Nice long punt. Headed in by Andy Gottschall. Rich Ziegler gave chase. kicked out of bounds. John Thomas's high arcing throw.
Oh, headed right into the hands of the goalie.
Nice chance for the Knights there.
So North Penn definitely attacking and playing aggressive. Let's see if they can convert that.
Number 17, Steve Hare, controls the ball, passes it up. Dangerous play for the Bensalem coming right back and getting some offensive action of their own, nearly putting one in the goal.
Luckily over the crossbar.
Six-yard kick from Eric Lapotin. Kick comes to Rich Ziegler, headed up, cleared out by Kevin Lyons. Comes over to the near touchline. Jeremy Fleming's throw.
Gets into the Murph, a little physical contact.
Coach Ritz looking for a card here.
Finally gets a call as Fleming takes the throw in. Into Ziegler, heads it to nobody, actually. Ball cleared.
Send some fans fleeing there with that kick. Headed into the middle. Mark McGee marking up. Dangerous play here. Bensalem's got a man breaking left.
Threatening. Good head of Eric Lapotin clearing that.
Bensalem's got two good scoring chances so far in the second overtime period. 6 minutes left to go. Score is still 4-4. Bensalem throwing, headed out by Eric Lapotin. Action down by the North Penn 18. Mike Clay clears up to Rich Ziegler. Rick Ziegler gives a...
Oh.
Jeff Kleingunther called offsides on a slip.
He looks like he tried to get back on slides, but lost his footing and caused the offsides. Tough break for North Penn. Could have been a great chance.
Both teams have been getting some scoring chances late in the second overtime period. Haven't capitalized. It is a North Penn throw. Josh Sins. Josh Sins again. Jeff Kleingunther getting knocked around.
Finally clears it down to Murphy. Going hard. He's got a chance.
Goalie covers it up.
Shot to the nearest post.
Doesn't look like Kevin Murphy got all of that one.
Looks like it didn't have too much of an angle, but
it's a tough angle.
Clay a little over the back. The number 20, Joe Kirby. Have to jump straight up, can't come over the top.
Mark McGee, nice header. Get it out of the Knight zone. Jeff Kleingunther controlling over on the right side. Gets taken away by a Bensalem attacker. Knights kick here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the last overtime period of this game. Both teams looking to open this game up with a goal. Hopefully go home with a victory. Ball comes into the Bensalem 18. Jeff Kleingunther gets tripped up.
Little face
Somehow that's Bensalem's ball. Klangunther got tripped up on the play. Bensalem gets the ball. Long kick. Headed up the far sideline to Jeff Klangunther.
A little too much on that one. Nobody there.
Comes all the way back down. Josh Sins and Eric Lapotin giving chase. Rich Ziegler a little in front of the defender there.
Weak shot, dribbles in.
Ziegler got away with a little offsides there. Mike Clay controlling the ball for the Knights. Gets it up. Too far for anybody. Long punt. Bounces on the back of Mark McGee. Chance for Bensalem here coming towards the corner. Cross blocked by Eric Lapotin.
Little give and go works as Lapotin coming on strong.
Lapotin kicks it up. Kevin Lyons. Kicked all the way down to the Knights' end. Dangerous chance. Nice save by Matt Aubin there to stop that Bensalem chance.
Mark McGee jumping in, doesn't get any piece of it.
Another chance for Bensalem here. They're really threatening. Matt Aubin with another nice save.
A couple of charging players coming in at him. Hold-ons on the ball.
Rich Ziegler buries that opponent. Andy Gottschall stepping up.
3-on-1 opportunity.
Deflected off.
Can't cross it.
Big play coming up by Kevin Lyons. Nice defensive play. A lot of fans are on their feet here, wondering what's going to happen in this last minute. It's going to be a tie, or is someone going to score?
Jeff Klangunther gets a yellow card.
Greg Dadarian will come in for Jeff Klangunther as he comes out on the card.
Klangunther a little too much attitude for the ref. She throws him out in the remaining minute.
Bensalem kick being taken by Kevin Lyons. He's been a big player this game. Bensalem has all their players except for two up next to the North Penn line. Ball comes all the way back, kept out by North Penn. This is a risky move by Bensalem, moving all their players up. If North Penn gets a break, which they might. Matt Aubin comes out and takes down an opponent. Gets off a quick kick up to Kevin Murphy. 30 seconds left. Chance for Bensalem again. Cleared out by Eric Lapotin. 20 seconds left. Looks like the game's going to end in a tie here.
McGee with the kick. One last shot, maybe.
That's the end of the game. The score is still tied 4-4. Heck of a game.
And seems like that's the official end.
Both teams lining up to congratulate each other. Splendid game by both teams. Non-stop action.
Finally, this exciting yet long game is over.
Rich Ziegler having a good game along with the rest of the North Penn Knights. Matt Aubin, a little tough game here, talking to the ref. He's having a pretty good game, though.
See the look of disappointment on the North Penn player's face. Obviously got to be a little disappointed. Played a great, tough game. But just didn't happen for him. Just couldn't get the win.
Nope, they've been pounding away all game. Just couldn't quite get one by him in the overtime periods.
So a great game, exciting, 4-4. Final game, final score, 4-4 tie, North Penn 4, Bensalem 4. This has been it for my partner Greg Leffler. I'm Zach Siswick. This has been Channel 16 production.